morning. Hey, rise and shine, shake a leg up and down. Top of the morning to you. It's a rainy day all across Madison and southern Wisconsin. My name is Gordy Young.
Oh.
Your name, young lady? Catherine Lake.
Thanks.
That's, I thought, yeah.
We
knew
met
it had something to do with
30
water.
years ago.
Catherine Ocean.
Those are my
Catherine
nicknames in
Rivers.
junior elementary school. Pond.
Did you
swamp.
always use your real name on the radio, or did you have a fake radio name?
You know, I hate to admit it, but my very first job on Wart, they said, we'll give you the job if you keep your real name, because I tried to use my mother's maiden name.
Which was what?
I'm not going to tell you that either, because that's a security term. But
Security.
they made me use my name Lake because we're between two lakes. They thought it seemed fakely wonderful.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So it's my real name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sam Davison is also here using his real name.
Good morning.
And John Peterson, well, once again, has not shown up for work today.
He's still in Venezuela.
He's in Venezuela
He's
getting
special
treatment. Medical treatment.
For avian flu.
He might come back sometime tomorrow. We don't really know.
We know.
We're not
But
sure,
he's not
but
sure.
hope he's feeling better.
Yeah.
But it's us holding down the fort again. And we're just getting going on this Thursday. Man, look at the rain come down now. It's just, it's kicked in. It is raining. Thank you, Pee-wee. We miss you.
Boy, that sounded like me. That was really a weird sound.
Are you Pee Wee Herman?
Is that who that is?
Yes.
If I wanted to be really irritating voice, I think I'd sound just like Peter.
You didn't recognize that was Pee-wee?
No, I didn't.
Wow. You ever seen that movie, Pee-wee's Great Adventure or something like that?
Well,
Big
I
Adventure?
did.
I've seen parts of it.
Oh,
It's parts of it.
It's hilarious.
You love Pee Wee Herman?
I thought he was a
passed away,
genius.
hasn't he?
Yes, he died a few years ago.
That is nutty. He's
yeah.
not older than me, I don't think.
Well,
He's got to be in his, must have died in his 60s. Must have died in his 60s.
Well, we'll look that up. And while we
Yeah.
do that.
Pee Wee.
Yeah.
Sorry. What a
The
bad way to
word's just
start the
getting to
morning.
you. I mean, I think he's been dead for quite a while.
No.
He died almost a year ago. He was 70.
He was
was
7.
Paul Rubens.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Probably some sort of cancer or something that took him out early. That's not fair.
Okay. I don't know what he died of.
I don't
Does
either.
it
I'm starting
say?
rumors. No, we don't have to continue with this.
Okay.
Pee-wee's gone. That's okay.
Let's see. Well, a little bit later on, we're going to be talking to people from the Sun Prairie Corn Festival. What are they
Yes.
going to do on a rainy day like this? We'll ask them.
Oh, because it has
it's-
started.
It's underway, yeah. And, they have a lot of activities all the way through the weekend, and we'll get more information about that.
From
And
Brittany, first of all. We'll get some weather from Brittany in the 7 o'clock hour.
We'll do that, too.
Yeah.
But first, let's check out the National Day calendar and
Of
see
course.
your favorite segment. Start the day.
Sorry.
Is it or is it not National Hazy IPA Day? Is it or is it not Leathercraft Day? How about Lemon Meringue Pie Day? Is it Relaxation Day? Or is it...
Too many choices. I forgot already.
Is it Back Scratching Day?
Okay.
Which day does not belong?
Not back scratching day.
I made it easy for you. 'cause
You did, because I just bought 4 new back scratchers.
You did?
I did.
How would I know that?
I don't know, but
Do you have 4 arms or something?
No, I just like them in every room. I love a good back scratcher, and I don't have a human one, so I buy them and give them away as presents too, because everyone should have a
nice.
good back scratcher,
Okay.
and they're cheap.
Yeah.
Is Back Scratcher Day the correct day?
No, it's not.
It's not a day today?
It's not a day
I
today.
knew it. Yes.
That's
Oh, wait,
right.
I hit the wrong button.
Thanks a lot.
You get 2 dings. Sorry for that.
You get a shiny new dime added to your account.
Okay.
You can collect it at the end of the year.
But it is leather something day.
It is National Leathercraft Day. You want to start with?
Leathercraft.
Yeah, it's also National Hazy IPA Day, but I don't know anything about IPA. So
Hazy.
do you know
what does IPA stand for again?
India Pale Ale.
India Pale Ale. Why did that become a thing?
Don't ask me.
Yeah, I'm
How
not a
did
beer
India
aficionado either. John Peterson would know that.
would,
but he's
but
he used
he's
to be
asleep,
a beer.
and he's on a different time
aficionado.
zone in Venezuela.
Okay, let's look at National Leathercraft Day. Yes, it honors the rich heritage and artistry and skill of leather crafting. Today, we want to recognize the dedication and creativity of leather workers. The versatility of leather has proven to be artistic, and just take a rest there for a second there. And utilitarian, since ancient times, leather has been in the hands of skilled craftspersons. Leather transforms some of the most durable and usable products, and they come from leather.
Good morning.
We salute leather today. It's a good thing. Okay.
I see lots of nice pictures there. Yeah, the leather
love
working tools are pretty cool because they punch them and scratch them and do all kinds of things for like.
Turn up the music.
For like.
Sorry.
Really?
Rawhide.
You thought
hit 'em up,
This is why he's playing the music.
ride 'em in, cut 'em out, cut 'em out.
Rawhide
Ride 'em
leather. Okay,
in,
go back to your grandpa.
I got nothing. I was trying to support you, but I got audioed out. I'm
Sorry, I was just
It's
wanted
fine.
to hear what Sam was playing.
It's a
there
great
for
start to
moment.
the day. Keep on going.
Are you okay? Everything all right in your world? You seem a little tense this morning.
I have surprises for
You-
you,
you-
and I'm waiting to get to them because you've got to get your flipping calendars.
Okay.
The anticipation is killing you, isn't it?
No, not
you
anymore.
You seem you're wound up tighter than a $10 Timex. It's National Lemon Meringue. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't.
You know what a Timex is?
I do recall.
Timex watches?
Yes.
Used to have to wind them up, and never mind.
I have a wind-up watch still in my possession, my mother's. Yes, I know what wind-up watches are.
Okay.
I am not wound up.
Okay. Okay.
I have to wind up to make this hour in the morning.
Okay. Well, we got to, just pace yourself.
Okay.
You seem a little tense and
Okay,
nervous. There's
stop
no-
characterizing me and move on.
Okay. It's National Lemon Meringue Pie Day. Boy, I love lemon meringue pie, but
Do you?
it's you don't find it very often anywhere, but it's got that texture and the taste. It's all really good.
Between key lime and lemon meringue, I am out. Again, citrus and pie, not for me.
Not a fan, huh?
Not even a berry pie, really. Not that. No, I'm not into
kidding.
pie.
How about
What-
apple?
what-
Boys
you're
like
not
pie.
into pie?
I'm not into pie. It's never been like, oh, I gotta have some pie. No,
Huh.
I've
You
never
like pie, Sam?
I do. Yeah. I mean,
How
I
about-
don't usually seek it out, but usually my family makes a ton of apple pies in the fall during apple
Oh,
season.
that's
Sure.
lovely. That's lovely.
Good stuff.
No, I think my theory is pie
Yeah?
invokes memories of mom. The
Really?
effort that it takes to make a pie. I think men like it because it just warms them, thinking mom went to all this
Yeah.
because she loves feeding me pie. Yeah.
Well, today is Lemon Meringue Pie Day.
Mm-hmm.
Gives pie lovers and lemon lovers a chance to celebrate. Tart lemon curd and delicate meringue sing together in this deliciously bright pie. They're singing. When making a lemon meringue
I
pie,
think you have to sing this story.
the crust is, we should be playing the Lemon Song by Led Zeppelin.
Is there a lemon song?
Yeah. When making they'll have any excuse to play that song.
Well, U2 has a song called Lemon too.
Okay. When making a lemon meringue pie, the crust is usually made with a shortbread pastry. The filling for the pie is lemon curd. Of course, the topping is a fluffy and crisp meringue.
Curd. This is different than pudding.
Curd.
I think of it as pudding
I don't know.
in a pie.
You whip the egg whites to stiff peaks to make a meringue. Add sugar to make it sweet. The meringues are baked in a slow oven, so when they're finished, they come out crisp and golden. Oh, man, I'm going to have to find me some lemon meringue pie later today.
I do like the look of it. Look at that with the brown tips on the
I know.
frosting.
Yeah,
No, meringue.
it's like a
Yeah.
piece of artwork.
It's lovely.
Okay.
Okay. You're really bringing the whole thing down. Like it's like a night show now.
What?
You're bringing the whole temperature way
Well,
down.
you know
I like
why?
it. I like
Because-
you're pacing us. Yes.
Okay, because,
Yes.
this is also for you today and everybody else. It's National Relaxation Day. So don't get so crazy. You just relax.
How about some spa music?
It's
Sam?
Thursday.
Let's
Some-
let's
some
just warm
meditation
people up gently.
music,
Yes,
something like
meditation,
that?
something lovely.
National Relaxation Day on August 15th encourages us to slow down and unwind. It's a day to focus on taking care of ourselves and take a
Yes.
moment to relax.
Yes.
National Relaxation Day is an important day as we all need a break from the fast-paced and often hectic lifestyles that we live. Taking time to
Good
recuperate and rejuvenate our tired minds and our bodies may help prevent many health risks too. Perfect. Yeah.
Perfect.
Like the founder of the day suggested, too much work can make us sick and run down and tired, and that's just wrong.
Yes.
That's just wrong.
Yes.
Okay? That's Relaxation Day.
I think I might have been relaxing a little too much today, this
Yeah.
morning.
You
When
did-
my-
almost didn't
When my
get here.
alarm didn't go off and I just kept sleeping.
When did you wake up?
Well, I opened my eyes and I looked at my clock, and it was 5 o'clock, which is usually when I'm walking out the door.
Oh, wow. That must have been a hard
but
start.
yeah, but I got here with plenty of time.
I know
so.
Am
that
I the
feeling.
only one here that has like 3 alarm clocks?
I have 2.
I have
3 physical alarm clocks.
2 that are physical alarm clocks, and then I have my my phone.
I have my phone in case the power goes out, and Alexa is doing another one.
Yeah.
And I've started a new routine with Alexa because I have some of those smart bulbs in my bedroom. So I have the lights turn on at 4:30.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you open.
Does that wake you up?
Well, no, but when I often roll over and I open my eyes. You know what? I don't know. I just happen to notice. So I get up before the alarm because for some reason. She's doing it earlier and earlier every morning. The first morning it was 4:25. I'm like, what? I set you for 4:30. This morning it was 4:15.
Wait a minute. She's
I don't. Yes, she's like telling me
She's
you need to get up.
taking over.
You need to get up earlier.
She's
Get your
taking
fanny out of bed. Yes, you were almost late to the show yesterday, so you better get out of bed now. And I did. I listened. Alexa rules me. She rules me.
again, what's National Relaxation Day?
Thank
so,
you.
You know,
I'm bringing it.
take a
down.
nap
I got it.
sometime today.
Okay.
Just relax.
Thanks.
You have any history to share with us, Sam?
Like
Oh,
he
we
has
got a
no
minute or
time
two?
now.
Oh
Well,
boy,
you got
do
plenty
I
of time.
got a minute or
Okay.
so.
You got a couple minutes.
Today in 1914, the Panama Canal opens.
Oh, that was a big deal.
It was a big deal.
Very big deal for the U.S.
My
Took
dad was stationed at the Panama Canal during World War II.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Saw no action at all. Just played ping pong for 3 years.
Is that where you got your ping pong bug from?
Yeah.
Oh,
absolutely.
Nice.
Okay, what else happened?
Today in 1939 was the Hollywood premiere of The Wizard of Oz. It actually premiered in Wisconsin 5 days before that.
Really?
No kidding.
Yes.
Where
In a
in Wis-
couple, I forget exactly where it first showed, but
You'd think it would have shown in Kansas first.
You would think,
Right.
Why
right?
would they
No.
choose Wisconsin? Because we're better. That's why.
don't know.
Yeah. Today was its Hollywood premiere, though.
Oh,
And then today in 1969,
yeah.
Woodstock begins.
Oh, we got to play.
That's Gordy's party.
Play the song Woodstock.
Okay. Good job.
We'll do that coming
All
up. 18 minutes past the hour, just getting going on a Thursday morning. Gordy Young along with Catherine Lake. And we're coming back with more of the John and Gordy Show just moments away with our wake-up call.
Well, I came upon the child of God. He was walking along the road.
See, if you're not watching YouTube, you are missing out.
Where are you going?
Oh, no, it's going to do it out loud. Okay.
Turn it back up, Sam. There
Oh,
you go.
he wants
Where I'm going down to yes, just fun. Gonna join in a rock and roll there. Got to get back to the land. Set my
400,000
soul.
people at Yasper's Farm.
We are
Family Farm.
Family farm. Yeah.
1969, this was the opening day for Woodstock, way back then.
So on the opening day, that's when everything
Well,
happened, right? Because they're like,
Well.
"You coming? Oh yeah, you're
People-
coming too. Oh, you're coming too. Oh, okay, right."
they
It
were
was
expecting
from
maybe
day one.
20,000, maybe.
So it was
three-day
more than an
festival.
order of magnitude
They
above
never
what
had,
they expected.
Nobody had
Yeah.
done anything like this
Wow.
before. They thought, well, maybe we'll get 20,000 people over 3 days. Who knows? Or I don't know we might have to look that up. But yeah 400,000 people showed up.
Unbelievable.
And so they knocked down the fences right away because they couldn't control. There was no security, really.
Yeah, so
And,
it was
I
like
mean-
day one, things went out of hand already.
Yeah.
But they just kept going.
They kept going.
Kept going.
Music started playing. Then I think day 2, all the rain came and made it into a mud pit with 400,000 people sliding around
The
in the
first
mud.
mosh pit.
They were desperately short of food, water, facilities, Yeah.
Yeah.
They made it through.
Yeah.
There's a great movie on it. It's called Woodstock. You might want to check the movie out.
As far
pretty good.
as
Great-
I know,
great
there
performances.
were basically no violent incidents though,
None.
Right.
compared to like every other music festival ever since then, which is kind of crazy.
And
There were
probably
no-
no more drug doses than other concerts.
There was one that they don't know if it was a drug overdose or the guy just had hypothermia and he died. And then, unfortunately, another young man died. I think he was 17 or 18 years old. He was sleeping under a hay rack mound or something, and he was run over by a tractor.
Oh my God.
So yeah, there were no violent deaths. I mean,
A couple of
other-
accidents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and
Good
I
times.
believe one baby was born at Woodstock. I think. That
That
could be
sounds
it.
familiar, but I also think it's probably an urban legend.
Okay.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah.
It is 23 minutes past the hour. What's going on here in our wake-up call here? What's going to
couple
wake us
things.
up this morning?
Couple things. First of all, I have surprises for you guys.
Uh-oh.
I have a present for.
don't.
I have a present for. Yeah, got to come.
Are
here
they
and get it,
termination
Sammy.
letters?
You got to give this.
No, that's tomorrow, Friday.
Oh, okay.
And
What
you're
is
up. No,
this?
give that to Sam.
Oh, give it to Sam?
Yes, Sam. Sam, come and get this thing, will you?
Second.
I should have brought it to him. Why am I making him run around?
I hope it's not
There
fragile.
you go. No, this is a gift to me. I'm
Gift.
regifting. I'm regifting. This is from
Is it
my
an alarm clock?
No, my it should be my house. My guy that got me the
Sounds
loan.
like.
The loan guy.
The mortgage
Mortgage
dude.
guy, provisor is what he is, and I don't want to
Mm-hmm.
give him a free commercial or anything, but he did send this to me, and it made me laugh, and I thought Sam might be able to use this.
What is it?
What
Wait
is
till-
it?
Trying to open
it
the
is-
box.
oh, there you go.
What is it, Sam?
I don't know.
Hold it up to the...
There's a thank you card. There's is this a pizza cutter?
It's a pizza cutter. It's the world's
Why-
best advertised pizza cutter.
Provisor pizza cutter.
Why is that such a good pizza cutter? Because you can hold it closer.
You don't gotta hold it with like
a
a handle.
long-
You just
yes.
put your weight directly on top of it.
So
why,
it is.
why a pizza
Wow.
cutter for Sam? Is there...
I don't know
do
because he's
you-
a kid and I already have one, and in
you
case he
like
decides to
pizza,
buy a
Sam?
house, you
I
have an
do like
advertisement.
pizza. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Catherine.
You're welcome.
This is great.
Why are you giving
For
gifts?
you, Gordy.
What's this?
This is
Oh,
for you. You know what this is?
I don't know. Some kind of organizer, I think.
No,
oh, no.
no.
Oh, it's...
It's sidewalk
chalk.
chalk.
Oh.
Because we have a future for that.
We're working on
do.
We can't do it in the
yes.
rain.
We're not...
They can't do it in the rain. But
That would have
in
been a
the-
great present for John. Tell him to go and do art
Yes.
out on the sidewalk like
Yes.
a little kid.
Yes.
Ah.
Great.
This
leave
is
it, we'll leave it
cool.
for John too. Yes.
All right.
Sidewalk chalk for a future
Well,
event
now we...
that we're going to do.
Are we going to... We're not going to tell anybody
No,
yet,
not
right?
yet,
And
no.
actually, we have to really keep it a secret because
Because we
might
might
get
not-
in trouble.
we might. So that
All right.
comes in time.
All
and then
right.
one last thing.
There's more?
Yes, this is this is the wake up call, and
So
we're
wake us up.
waiting for someone to wake us up. Well, first of all, we are going to talk about solar power today. But this
Okay.
last thing, I found that someone sent this to me on Facebook.
Okay.
And it has to do with being a Wisconsinite person, a Wisconsinian. What do we call
A
ourselves?
Wisconsinite.
Wisconsinite, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
can you pronounce all these?
Oh, you know what? Somebody just sent us something about Economawalk.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
So
The
you can
Wizard
do
of
it.
Oz premiered in Economawalk.
This
Yeah,
is-
these are words that are really mispronounced a lot.
That's right. And if you are a true Wisconsinite, you can pronounce all these town
Okay,
names.
First one I just did.
Yep.
Ashwaubenon,
Oh, wow, you got that with no trouble.
Menominee, Mukwonago,
Go on.
Minocqua,
Yes, I even have a t-shirt.
Wauwatosa, Manitowoc, Kaukauna, Wanakee.
Wanakee, good one. And this last one?
This isn't. The Bears still suck. That's it.
That's one word.
That's okay.
That's
That's
for-
good.
that's for the-
That's good.
the fibs listening
Yeah,
in.
I like that. Where did you get that list?
Somebody from Facebook,
Yeah.
an old friend on Facebook. Now that you've moved back to Wisconsin from Illinois, you got to know how to say these words.
Right.
The bear's still stuck.
How did you do pronouncing those words?
Oh, just fine. Just fine.
Okay.
That's all I got. That's
All right.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Oh.
you want to talk solar panels now?
Yes.
Or
Well,
no?
solar panels, first of all, yes.
We got a couple of minutes.
We got a couple minutes.
3 minutes.
Right. So a friend of mine is having solar panels installed on her yard. She happens to have like a farm size yard, little tiny. She's got like a football field in her backyard, in addition to this lovely little water feature, patio and all that. But over in the distance, there's this big yard.
Gotcha.
And last year, I think maybe 2 years ago, they had installed a subterranean geothermal system, so they don't use air conditioning or heat anymore.
Right.
They use this geothermal system.
Yep.
Brilliant. Tug up the entire football field, and in a day or two, put that thing in, and it was covered again, and grass grew before the end of the season. It was amazing.
Wow.
Now on that field, they are putting a field of solar panels, not
them.
just one or two.
No, get a bunch of them.
I have a photo. We'll put it up on Facebook of one set of brackets, and there are 5 panels per bracket, and they're going to put a field of brackets in. So they're going to go completely off the grid, except for water. Water they have not done yet because you cannot just dig for a well wherever you want, evidently.
So they'll be self-sufficient with everything
Completely. So
except
when
the water.
when the button goes, you know where to go. I will give you her address. We know
When
there's
the button goes.
yes, when it happens.
Will they have enough electricity that they're selling it back to the grid?
Good question.
Okay. thank you.
Yes, but now her husband is looking into a battery system to
Oh,
capture
store
it, just
it.
store it to themselves, store it for themselves. Yeah, but there is I think there's a requirement that you have to figure out what to do with the extra power that you may or may not produce.
Really?
Yeah, with a field of solar panels, they're going to have to deal with it.
Oh.
But I don't know much more than that.
Okay.
How that works. What, Sam? What do you got?
Sam,
I was out at my parents yesterday, and
Oh.
they just put in solar also.
Oh.
I haven't actually been in their backyard for a long time, but I went out back to see the panels that they got put in.
Yeah.
And seeing it in the backyard it's actually pretty big, but it's cool. They put in I think 6 panels, and
6
then
panels,
they
that should do it.
trenched it up to the house, and they still got to get it certified by the utility, but they're gonna be getting solar power soon.
Solar power, man. Why not?
All right. When we come back, Idiocracy, we're going to talk about inflation, also celebrities influencing elections, and we'll get to the weather forecast for today. It's 6:29. Coming back with more of the John and Gordy Show. 34, cloudy and rainy this morning. It's the John and Gordy Show. John Peterson's still absent without explanation. We think he's in Venezuela getting medical treatments. He
For
might be
avian
back
flu.
tomorrow, but a better chance maybe for Monday. But
Yeah.
anyway, weather for today is looking rainy, and we've got showers out there right now and maybe some thunderstorms on the way later. Right now, 69 degrees. We never fired up the weather lottery ball machine
Gordy,
to
what
get
are
the
you doing?
afternoon temperature. Well,
How
I'm
do we
off my
forget these
game.
things?
I'm trying to remember, how John opens the show and I
Yes.
open the show. It's all, so everything's all mixed up.
Everything's all messed up.
So let's check out the lottery balls. Let's get them going here and see what the high temperature will be for today. Balls are rolling around. First ball up in the shaft,
Say ball one more time.
7. The second ball kind of hanging low, but coming up.
Oh my God.
It's
You're
5.
5 years
What's
old?
the matter?
Nothing. Not a thing.
You don't like the lottery ball machine. Why?
I have
What's the
nothing to
problem?
Nothing. Nothing at all. Just say the word one more
75 is the high for today.
time. Okay. And it's going to continue to rain, do you think, all day?
That's what I think, yes. The John and Gordy Show is sponsored, unbelievably, by Verlo Mattress of Madison. Sleep better and dream bigger on a handcrafted, locally made mattress. You can find them on Madison's east and west sides or online at verlo.com. I did go there the other day.
You did?
Saw their fabulous selection on their west side showroom.
Oh, you went west.
Yeah, and it was, the very nice salesperson there encouraged me to lie down on the, don't just sit on them. You got to lie down on them
See
to
how it
figure it out.
balances you.
So I did that a few times, and in there you can see the people working in the back there, and behind the glass they're working away making mattresses
Oh,
because they
of
custom
course,
make.
yes.
They determine which you try this mattress out. Okay, what do you think about that? What do you think about this one? Is it too firm? Is it too soft? And then they take your order and then they start building the mattress, and it's ready in just a few days.
There's no correct answer, right?
What?
Firm or soft. It's really personal taste. There's no, you're going to harm yourself by being on too soft a mattress, right?
No,
I mean,
it's
it
just
really is.
what does it feel like? Does it feel good or not?
Yeah.
They really take care of you there, Verlo Mattress. And
Very
we
good.
appreciate them sponsoring the show.
Speaking of homes, because you're
Yeah.
buying a second mattress for your guest room.
That's right.
I went out to my house yesterday.
Yeah?
All I do is go out there, drop some stuff off in the
This is-
garage, and leave.
This is your new house.
My new house on the Far East Side.
You haven't moved in yet.
I haven't
quite.
moved in, but I keep bringing boxes over,
Yeah.
calling it an open box move. I just do everything I can to avoid sealing them up so that when I'm ready
Well-
to open them again, I don't have to go through tape. I can see. I can say
Wait a
this
minute.
box, not that box.
You don't tape
I'm
the
literally not
boxes
sealing.
closed.
I'm not sealing my boxes. Yeah, yeah.
You just leave them
Just
open as you
leaving
move
them open. Yep, letting the mice get in, whatever they want to do in the garage.
Doesn't make any sense.
I know it doesn't. But here's the good news. Fascinating news to me. Madison Parks Division. I learned after I bought the house,
Yeah,
basically, that my backyard, which I know is a forest, and that's not mine, the forest across a walking path
Okay.
is not mine, but, it has lots of mosquitoes. I know that. But I didn't realize that part of the expanse of lawn in the backyard, there's a rim that belongs to the park district as well.
Okay.
And they call it Parks Division here, not Park District. That's Chicago. Parks Division left me a letter in
Wait
my
a
door.
minute.
Yeah,
They left you a letter.
in my door. And because they had just been to mow the whole strip. Plus, there's a little triangle between me and the house next door that they're threatening to put a
Well, what did they?
park thing in there.
Why
some
did they leave
benches
you
or
a
something.
letter?
This letter is to inform you of an incident that occurred on 8/13/24. I'm like, oh no, what did I do? I assumed it was me. It was them.
So this is just a couple of days ago.
Just a couple days ago, a mower operator was behind your house near the bike path and caught a rock in the mower deck, which was thrown at your deck. Enclosed is a card from the City of Madison Risk Management Department. Please use the QR code on the back, and you will be directed to a website on how to file a claim.
What a claim about what
well,
happened?
So I said, rock my deck. This deck is like a I don't know, like a tank. It is so well built. I can't believe it would be harmed. So I go back. There is a rock the size of a coconut. I kid you. It is not an exaggeration. This thing is
Wow.
8 inches around.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's huge. It's that big, Sam. Yes. And it's sitting on the deck, and one post was
Yeah.
smashed through
From your deck.
from my deck. So I'm
You're
like,
kidding.
what angle were that?
How in the world does a lawnmower launch a coconut
must have been one of those-
rock.
Coconut-sized rock. This is not just a lawnmower. It's one of those things that's a ride.
A giant mower.
You've
that thing.
seen these things, but I don't know how it got over the rock. You're right. I mean, if it's low enough I have no idea.
How far must it have thrown it? Like
I'm thinking, yeah, that's a good question.
like
30 feet.
okay.
30
Wow.
feet from my deck
Man,
corner to that
could
area.
have really
Probably gave quite the shock to the guy riding the lawnmower.
I'm
Right.
sure it was in slow motion for him. Like, no.
Well, yeah, and then he had to go back and
Oh,
fill out a
I'm
report.
sorry,
and
boss.
like, oh
I
man,
broke somebody's house. Sorry.
Yeah.
I laughed out loud because it really wasn't that big a deal. But I don't know if I can have this probably 25-year-old deck railing
Yeah.
replaced. It's plastic. It's part plastic. So,
So
they
what?
may have to give me a whole new railing. I don't know.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
Well,
I'm
take
gonna have to
take pictures.
Make some inquiries. I took some pictures.
Take photos.
I
And
took photos.
Get a claim.
I've got my little envelope
Get
here
your-
with my card.
Yeah, we can hear that.
Back here.
Especially since you're holding it right next to the microphone. Hey, that's
What?
fine. Wow, so you
Yeah.
can claim some kind of damages against the city.
Yep. Yep.
Hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars are coming
Oh
your
yeah,
way.
yeah. But it was a big rock. Thank goodness I wasn't there. You know when it happened. My goodness, what if
Right.
I had a baby
What
on
if
the
you had
back
been
deck?
Yeah, right.
Oh my gosh,
That would have
it
been
would have been a
awful.
thing. So
That
it's just the
would have been
fear.
crazy.
Now it's making my heart pound.
Okay.
So we were going to talk about inflation. Do you have?
That's right.
Do you have
it's
the
idiocracy.
Yeah,
right?
idiocracy in this hour. This hour. Yeah,
Inflation.
yeah,
What's
yeah.
going on with inflation?
Well,
I don't
so
think I have that. But
We're all
go ahead.
talking about it because of the
Tell us.
election.
Tell us.
It has, according to the Washington Post
Yeah?
and Joe Biden, inflation has hit its lowest level since spring 21.
Okay.
And that
Yeah.
will tee up rate costs because I'm loving the high rates. Although buying the house, I didn't love the high rate there. But my savings account, where I put my down payment to hang on to for a while, was making a couple $100 because in interest. Because the interest rates are so high on savings accounts, like they haven't been since I was a kid.
Okay.
So, but that's going to trigger bringing all those rates down. And I'm out over my skis. I'm telling you right now, I took economics in high school. I remember learning some of these things, but it did not stick. I got a music degree, for God's sake. So
Well,
my theory is buy high, sell low, and I'm pretty sure that's not right.
Yeah, I think it's the other way around,
But inflation apparently dropped in July to its lowest level in 3 years on an annual basis, setting up the Federal Reserve to cut interest rates soon to take the pressure off the economy. And Joe Biden saying, I'd like a little bit of credit for this, maybe. I mean, I'm not in the job anymore. I'm not going for the job again, but I mean, please.
well, this all kind of started because of the pandemic, right?
Yes.
I mean, that's what really, because the supply chains went down and then it was hard to get, I mean, car prices went up because they couldn't get the chips for the cars. I mean, it was
That
just
was
one
right,
thing after
yes.
another. And
Chips.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so that kind of triggered the inflation and people were out of, they couldn't get to work.
And they've been pressing down on it ever since. And still, food, I think, is still out of whack a little bit. And there are other products that are a little out of whack. But
Well, that's-
this snapshot was apparently the clearest indication that inflation's heading back to normal levels from 40-year highs without a recession. So
Right.
central bankers are not going to be caught celebrating. They're scarred by years of unexpected twists. And that's true. They keep changing their minds.
Well, that was the big fear, that it was going to trigger a recession.
Right.
Yeah, but it didn't. We had a soft landing, what they call.
Yeah.
Soft landing.
So this is getting some breathing room for households and businesses trying to get mortgages or auto loans or grow their businesses because now they can borrow without breaking the bank, so to speak.
And people's, I mean, the job situation is good.
Yep.
I mean, if you want a job, you can find a job. And I also, one of the problems is the food prices are still high. Grocery store price, and that's greedflation, though. That's more on the companies that produce the food. I mean, it's
Not on-
controlled by very few companies.
Yeah, not on farmers, on the
Right.
distributors or sales points.
And
Yeah.
the manufacturers.
Yeah. Markets climbed on the news, posting modest gains at Wednesday's close. That's the part
Okay.
that irritates me is because they get it. They make money off of good news and bad. They're hedging
the
bets and
markets.
doing all. Yeah. If you have money, you will have money and
Right.
make money. If
Rich
you have
get
it.
richer.
The rich get richer.
I want a repeat of what happened with GameStop a couple
Yes.
years ago.
Remind us what that was. Sam.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah, what was that?
Well, so it was a bunch of investors who owned GameStop stock, and I don't understand the process exactly, but they somehow make money off of GameStop stock losing value.
Right.
And so a bunch of ragtag internet
Kids.
investors off of Reddit got together to buy all of this stock up and boost the value. So all of these actual investors lost all their money.
There's a movie about it. There's a good movie.
Already?
about it.
Wow,
Yeah, there's
huh.
a funny, good movie about it with some
kidding.
great actors. You should look that up. We should look that up. But it
All
really
right.
is a fun story because it is the little guy becoming a big guy by manipulating the market that they didn't, that market people didn't realize was a vulnerability, as far as I understand. But so housing continues to dominate the inflation snapshot. Shelter costs accounting for nearly 90% of the monthly increase, which I found shocking. And of course, I just ride this just the wrong way.
What do you? Oh,
Well, because I have a condo in Chicago, I didn't want to sell. I needed the income from the rental.
okay.
Rents are going down now.
Uh,
See, and I buy a house at the high. I keep doing that. I
Well,
don't understand. My life is just parallel
you're
to
going to
the
be okay.
worst of the
It's all
economy.
going to work out just fine.
Okay, thanks. You can guarantee me that?
How's your financial? When you talk to your financial advisors, what does he tell you or she tell you?
He's
It's
endlessly.
like, it'll
Ian,
be fine.
It's
Yeah, it'll
good.
be-
Don't worry. You
it'll
want
be
to buy a
fine.
house?
Yeah,
Sure, go
buy a
ahead.
house,
You want
buy
money
a
from
house.
me to do it? Sure, go ahead. Your stock portfolio can take it.
Why not? Hey, it's 6:46. I want to remind everybody tomorrow, John and Gordy, hosts of the morning show of WMDX. I've heard of these guys. They're not bad. They're going to be at Dunkin'. Well, somebody's going to be representing
Oh my God.
Dunkin' Donuts in Sun Prairie tomorrow.
Sam's volunteering. Look, he's volunteering. No, he's just giving us
Just
the
giving
time.
us
Yeah,
time
you're going to
to-
run the board tomorrow, right, Catherine?
Oh, that's right. No one
Oh,
can do that.
yeah.
I forgot.
Okay.
Never
It's
mind.
Cop on a Rooftop. This is happening at Dunkin' Donuts
I think
tomorrow.
you should go.
I think you should go.
I think you should go.
I think
We
you-
said we were going to settle this with rock, paper, scissors.
Okay,
Exactly.
you're right. I got the rock.
Well, we don't know. Now, John may be back tomorrow, but we won't know that for sure until
Yeah,
maybe
okay.
tomorrow. So
I'm going.
I think you'll go.
Fine.
Here's the, there are going to be a lot of policemen there in uniforms
yeah.
and fire people too.
In
fire
uniform.
firefighters
I'm
in
sorry.
uniform.
My dad was in the military, so I had a thing
Yeah.
from.
See, now you want to go, don't
I kind
you?
of do.
Okay.
I kind of do.
Okay. Well, they're going to have Cop on a Rooftop. It's all benefiting Special Olympics. So stop by, have some coffee and donuts with Catherine, and you'll be up on the rooftop with the cops, waving at everybody and then talking it up with the.
Do they have stairs, or do I have to climb a ladder?
You have to climb a ladder, I think.
Will there be a fireman behind me, making sure I don't fall?
Okay. Stop painting this picture
I'm
for us.
thinking. I'm
Okay?
thinking out loud.
Yes, you might want to consider something else. Dunkin' Donuts tomorrow, Sun Prairie, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m.
Oh,
But they're going to
tomorrow.
be there till noon. They're going to be there till noon
Cop
raising
on
money.
a rooftop, making money
Right.
for charity.
Now, I got something here you might be interested in. There's a new Harvard study. You know Harvard. Boston. You
yes.
spent some time in Boston,
I
right?
went to Boston University.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, snobby.
Yes.
Harvard University study examined the influence. They did a study. This is Harvard now doing this study about
Yeah.
celebrities influencing elections.
Oh, okay, politics.
Like Taylor Swift, Billie Eilish, Trevor Noah, Kerry Washington. They found that these celebrities can impact American elections and strengthen democracy without hurting their own brand. That was what they were trying to figure out. Can they actually do this? Can they speak out about politics without hurting their own celebrity status?
Because they're not making it about a party, they're making it about voting,
Right.
right?
Researchers, yes, you're exactly right on. Researchers worked with 15 managers and publicists and nonprofit partners and famous people to learn about their experiences with activating and promoting civic participation. Like Taylor Swift back in 2018.
Yes.
She promoted vote.org and 250,000 people signed up in 72 hours. There's a lot of other examples,
That
but
was
they're
back in
saying
18?
I want to know if there are going to be celebrities at the DNC in Chicago next week. They're
Oh.
talking about maybe Beyonce showing up or Megan Thee Stallion or Charlie XCX. You know all those.
All right.
It's 6:49 coming back with more on the
Your
John
health.
and Gordy Show.
dig this crazy pad. Man, it's a mad pad.
Yeah, it's the Mad 92.7 WMDX, the John and Gordy Show. It is 6:51. Hey, in just a few minutes, we're going to open up the phone lines and the text lines, and we're going to give away another pair of circus tickets. That's right, Circus World tickets.
You
will
had
be up
that
for grabs.
handy.
I did. I love the Calliope.
It's on your playlist?
It is. It is. Baraboo Circus World, wonderful place right along Water Street there on the shores of the Baraboo River. You can enjoy your time at Circus World Museum. Not opening up the lines quite yet. Just a few minutes from now. I'm just giving you a heads up, okay?
That's after 7 o'clock?
After 7 o'clock.
More
we will
Dell's
give away
tickets.
those tickets, yes.
Nice.
Dell's Baraboo area tickets. Okay.
Okay. Circus World is not in the Dells, is it?
It's in Baraboo.
You corrected me. It's
Well,
in Baraboo.
It is in Baraboo, just 8 miles from the Dells.
Oh, very good. All right. We got so many tickets to give away.
I know it.
It's wonderful.
It
All right, health
is.
news. Health news this
We've got
this,
some health news.
You do.
Yes.
And this one actually is a story that John brought in and sent to me and
Okay.
us. But we're stealing it because he's not here.
Right?
Why are so many Americans choosing not to have kids?
Yeah, why is that? The birth rate is going down. Isn't that true?
I don't know if it is
Yeah.
if it's an
believe so.
anti-baby boom or what, but there are lots of reasons why people might choose not to have any kids. My nephew was not going to have children. When he was getting married, they were not going to have kids. They have since changed their mind and having not one but two. They already have one, and now they're looking to start another.
They say now that fertility rates have been generally falling since the end of the baby boom in the mid 60s.
So, yeah, fewer and fewer people having more kids.
No,
Any
no,
kids.
I
It's
think
not
it's the opposite.
fertility. It's not fertility problems. It's choice, right?
Well, it says fertility rates here.
Fertility rates. So is that because there's an,
Since the end of the baby boom
Not
in
choice,
the
huh?
mid 60s, that decline accelerated at 2008, a trend that's widely attributed to the Great Recession.
yeah,
So
I think
during
it's
the
financial.
recession,
Yeah,
they
it's not
stopped.
about our wombs being less hospitable. I don't think it's about that.
Okay.
I think it's rising childcare costs, expensive housing, slipping optimism about the future, which is what I thought my nephew was saying when he said I don't want to have kids. I thought, oh, he
Right.
knows that the earth is trying to toss us out, and he was concerned about that. So yeah, they have been falling. Population size, 2,100 births per 1,000 women. Dipped to 1,600 births per 1,000 women, from 2,100 to 1,600, an historic low. Pew Research Center found that growing number of adults said they were unlikely to ever have kids. My husband didn't want to have kids
Really?
at all when I married him, chose to marry him, and he wasn't going to have kids. But then, he changed his mind. But I think a lot of more people than usual or in the past are choosing not to.
Yeah, my son never wants to have kids. I know that.
He knows
He's like, no,
And he's
not
in his
doing it.
30s now.
He's going to be 40
Yeah.
at the end of the month.
He could change his mind.
He
but
might.
He probably won't. You're
But
thinking.
he's like, no, don't want it.
Yeah.
How about you, Sam? I know you're
You
not.
wanna have
you're,
kids,
you're not
Sam?
married, but you looking into the future.
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay.
Leave it open as an option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got plenty
See how
of time
life goes.
to decide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
he does,
yeah.
but his girlfriend does not. And that's what
Okay.
I learned, that you
Right.
don't have forever. The year that I decided, you know what, I'm done with this birth control.
Right.
I want to start now
Okay.
trying. I was 37
Mm-hmm.
when I got married. And the husband was like fearful, of course, that I was starting too early for our finances. But I quickly found out after 4 attempts with IVF and the other one that's not as much of an invasion, I forget. But that both
Okay.
of them, all 4 of them involved shots to my belly. That I was too old. After 40 is nearly impossible. And it was the year that Oprah came out and said that. You think all those Hollywood babes are coming out with these babies, are making them on their own? Guess again. They're using IVF, and they're using often donated sperm or eggs, because it does become increasingly hard when you get older
Okay.
to make babies.
Gotcha.
Just saying.
Okay.
What do you got there?
Well, turning to other health news, measles. Measles cases are on the rise. They're triple what they were last year. That doesn't sound good, does it? Doctors are saying vaccines would help. It used to be mandatory. You couldn't get into elementary school without having the measles vaccine. Measles outbreaks are up substantially, according to CDC. The numbers are showing officials say that's because there was a drop in vaccinations. Huh, what a connection. They say the best way to keep communities safe and free from potential deadly diseases, I don't know, I guess measles could be deadly.
Oh, it absolutely is.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
There are more than 200 cases of measles this year around the country, and some children fell behind in vaccinations during the pandemic. Many are catching up. Now, I remember, back in the old days,
We've got the
decades
scars
ago.
to show it, right, on our arms.
Yeah, but everybody got the measles when I was a kid, even if you had, they had vaccinations, but I remember everybody would get, and chicken pox too.
Chicken pox, I remember people getting, and mumps.
Measles.
And mumps.
And mumps, but measles were pretty common to get, and you just got over it. If you got them, it wasn't that.
It's
wasn't,
spots.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it wasn't
Spot
deadly.
measles. Well, no. I don't remember any kids, dying.
Yeah. I remember
measles?
getting this shot in the arm. The one that.
You sure that isn't smallpox shot?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, that's
is that a smallpox? Because it came in a little 5 puncture thing,
Right, that's
and it leaves a
smallpox.
scar.
Right.
My mom had it on her leg. I remember seeing hers. I got it on the arm, and I remember the day I got it in elementary school because we all lined up
Right.
to go into the cafeteria.
Yeah.
And this line, all the kids are having fun, woo, and punch
Yeah,
each
and
other, and
crying.
then the other line coming out was just kids running out crying.
Yeah.
I remember it.
Yeah.
And none of us really made the connection until we got into the room and were on our way out that there was something bad going on in there, and it really wasn't that painful.
No.
But I remember it was like being cattle coming in to a.
Well,
to
it was
a,
mandatory.
Yes.
Yeah, back then, you couldn't get into elementary school without getting these shots, either proving that you had them during the summertime or, you would get them at school.
So is
That's
the
way it works.
anti-vax thing only in the 21st century? Probably.
I think so.
Right?
It's not only in the 21st century, but it's definitely a lot bigger.
Yeah. Well, now
Right.
we're getting a measles case uptick. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I lost a friend over anti-vaxxing.
No
I did
kidding.
in
Really?
Chicago. Yep. She said,
Wow.
I'm not taking the COVID vax. My kids aren't. And I didn't
sad.
vax them for anything else. I'm like, oh, thanks for telling me now that my kids played with your kid for a year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It is 6:58. Coming up right around the corner, we'll have the big story. Terry Bell will be in and tell us what we need to know. Also, we'll be talking with Andrew Ball from Cap Times, the Capital Times, about rail versus bus service around Madison. It's all coming up on the John and Gordy Show.
40 in the morning. As we were saying, let the sun shine. It's the John and Gordy Show.
Hey, Andrew, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay,
Can you all
awesome.
hear me?
Yes. Here, there, we got some more room. There, your mics are on, Gordy.
Hi, Andrew. I'm Gordy.
Hey,
Catherine
How are
is
you
over
guys?
here.
Hi, Andrew.
nice to meet you all.
We appreciate you getting up early and being with
Yeah,
us.
no problem.
We got a few minutes of news here, and then we'll get to you after a brief introduction. And so you've got the story there, Cap Times. Okay. And we'll talk with you for about 5-10 minutes anyway.
Perfect.
And
Yeah.
got plenty of time to chat.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, lots to talk about.
Yes. Yes. We've all been seeing all these new bus stops going up all over the place. All right. I'm going to save that question for the air, I'm being told now. Okay.
Andrew, I might, because we'll probably talk to Terry, our news director, real quick at the top of the hour at 7:06. I might kick you out for just a little, not kick you out, but like take you off the screen.
That's fine. Yeah.
So just know you're
so
on
it doesn't catch you off
standby.
guard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, totally fine. Thanks for the heads up on
Thanks,
that.
Terry. You want Terry on John's mic or over here?
John's mic.
Oh, he's got to do his thing. Okay.
It's the John and Gordy Show.
Do you know what this means?
Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?
You're pretty high and far out, aren't you? What kind of kick are you on, son?
You know, good bastard, your show sucks.
What made me think this was a good day to stop drinking?
Buddy, do you want coffee?
Coffee.
Black coffee.
Coffee!
Coffee.
They warned us about people like you!
What a load of crap.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
We'll do it live.
And that's the way it is.
Only on Mad Radio 92.7 WMDX. Take it away, boys.
All right, we will. 7:06. It's cloudy. It's rainy this morning. Showers off and on today, and maybe some thunderstorms. Highs in the mid-70s. Right now, 69 degrees. Gordy Young here, along with Catherine Lake. Terry Bell joins us from our newsroom. Good morning, Terry.
Good morning.
Good to have you with us. Stand by. I want to let everybody know it's time to get those texting fingers going. We're going to give away some tickets to Circus World Museum. You have to text us, though. This is a text-to-win contest, so you can text us at 608-879-8255. Text us the word clown. That's the key word here. We'll leave the phone lines open all through this hour and select a winner by the end of this hour.
We'll also accept the word nightmare.
Nightmare?
Clowns.
I can't do 2 words.
No.
Okay, never mind.
Just
Sorry.
clown. Don't
Clown-
confuse the
Clowns
issue
are
here.
scary.
Clowns
It confuses
may be
the computer.
scary.
Sorry.
Clown or clowns.
Just do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Text us at 608-879-8255, and you could be the winner of a pair of tickets to Circus World Museum in Baraboo. All right.
Another reason why it'd be better if you were watching rather than listening. Sam was wearing some sneakers. They're gold. What are they called? Are they not?
Well,
Converse.
they're Converse brand,
Yeah.
here.
I had a pair
And
of those
what
when I was
about
in
'em?
elementary school. They're gold colored.
He's
They're
holding them
really
up to the camera
It
now.
just reminded me of being in elementary school because
Okay.
I had them, and I'm way older than him. They've been around for a long time.
Fascinating. Okay. Let's...
I'm leaving. I'm totally leaving.
All right, fine.
Go ahead.
Be that
Introduce
way if
Terry.
you want to,
Introduce
because
Terry.
I've got Terry Bell right over here.
Whatever.
I
Speaking of
chat to him.
clowns.
What? Clowns. Speaking of clowns, thank you, Terry.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What's the story that we need to know about today?
Well,
what do you think?
Yeah, the Biden administration is going to announce the prices for its first drugs picked for Medicare negotiations. The federal government is announcing new negotiated prices for 10 common and oftenly expensive drugs used by a lot of seniors. Things used by millions of people on Medicare Part D, including treatments for heart failure, blood clots, diabetes, and arthritis. And it's all because of a year-long direct negotiation between pharmaceutical companies and Medicare through the Inflation Reduction Act. So that's probably the big story today.
Okay.
We talked about inflation last break. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We talked about inflation a bit. It's coming down, right?
Yes. Yeah, it is
Generally.
coming down. People would say things are still high. So,
Yeah.
people would say,
Food prices.
less bad isn't necessarily good. But,
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Good deal.
but things are headed in the right direction. That's true.
And of course, you're ramping up for the DNC. That's going to be a big week.
Yeah. If Milwaukee was any indication, Chicago will be a lot of long days, but exhilarating. Boy, 12-hour days never went by so fast.
I know.
So it's
It
going
was-
to be
it
going to be
was
something else.
a blast
gearing
in
up for
Milwaukee.
that.
Especially with the new ticket, that changes things considerably. I think we're going to see a level of energy we would have not had had things stayed the same.
No, you're not old enough, like I'm not, but Gordy is,
Yeah.
to remember the 1968 convention in Chicago.
Oh, I
that was a
remember it
thing.
well. Yes. It was.
I mean, I don't know much detail about what went wrong, how it went wrong, what happened during that. Do either of you know?
Protests escalated and confrontations with police got violent.
That's
Yes,
it.
very violent.
Simple enough.
And the protesters were in Grant Park. It got out of hand. They were protesting the war, and the stance of the Democratic Party at that time was still, we're in Vietnam and we're there until we get it done. And there were a lot of protests about that because the war actually was only halfway done at that point, and 25,000 Americans had died at that point. Wow. And then it went on, and Nixon had a secret plan to get out of the war. He won the election. There was no secret plan. They were only halfway done with the war, and another 25 or 28,000 soldiers died. And there was a draft going on. at the time. So people were going off to war who didn't really want to go anywhere.
And that was
So-
Grant Park, which is the front yard of Chicago. Where was the convention being held at that point?
That's a great
'Cause
question.
There was no United Center.
There was no United Center.
On
I'm
the
going to
old
say
Chicago Stadium.
maybe the stadium or the International Amphitheater. Maybe I don't know. We'll have to
I'll
look that up. But,
Yeah.
but
the United
anyway.
Center is far and gone from downtown. You know,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
way south. So
Yeah.
it'll be
Anyway.
really fun. I think it's going to be a blast. I can't wait to get there.
Very good.
All right. Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you, Terry.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Now, we need to move on to our interview this half hour. Andrew Ball is joining us from the Capital Times. And good morning, Andrew. Good to have you with us.
Good morning, guys. Hey, thanks for having me.
We're talking about light rail over bus. The buses have won. We're going to have, what do they call it? Bus rapid transit? Is that the word?
Yeah, that's the deal. And folks have probably heard a lot about bus rapid transit and seen the red lanes going up on East Wash or around Madison. And this is a federally funded effort to have basically more efficient bus service. And the idea the seed was planted many, many years ago, but in 2018 we kind of made it official. We're going to try this out with this line running from the east side to the west side, and it will be up and running in a few weeks this fall.
Right. And the path will be the gentle area around the Capitol, right? The outer rim, and it'll head off to the west side. And they were thinking about trains at first. What happened to light rail? Why not light rail?
Yeah, so it's funny. This is kind of part and parcel of a bigger discussion that's been going on in Dane County for years and really decades now. And at its outset, it was kind of about how do we have good transit across Dane County? Have good transit in Madison, but also to connect Madison to this broader region that we're a part of. And
Middleton, Sun Prairie.
yeah, exactly. And the way that has often been talked about to do that is something called a regional transit authority, which is basically an agreement, a governing body for all the towns and cities in the county to come together. There would be a dedicated funding stream to fund transit and to try and basically do transit better. And for the longest time, that discussion kind of went hand in hand with whether or not we should have light rail. And it was a bit contentious. And then at some point, the state stepped in and said, well, we're not going to let you do a regional transit authority anyway. And that took a lot of the steam out of some of the rail discussions. It also would be very expensive. Light rail systems generally require a lot of construction. And at some point, I think the federal government also said it wouldn't be the best fit for Madison, basically implying we're not going to really give you funding to do this.
To do a train, yeah. And because a lot of places, a lot of cities that bring in light rail decide to do that, they're using old rail systems that already were there, all the lines. We don't have one going across the isthmus, do we? We don't have a rail of any sort going across the isthmus.
Yeah, so there also would be maybe another option that Madison could do, and that's a commuter rail system. There are passenger rail services going across the isthmus, but we do have freight tracks, as anyone who has waited at the train crossing where Willie Street meets John Nolan.
Yes, of
raise his
course,
hand.
right around the corner from my apartment.
Sure.
Yes, I hear that every flipping morning. Yes, there is one going across. Yes.
Talking with Andrew Ball from Capital Times here about the bus services that are kicking in. So we've been watching all summer long all these bus stops being constructed all over the city with these red patches of paint nearby. And what is the target date for the new system to actually kick in? Because these require the new buses to also be a part of this, right? The new energy efficient buses that have doors on both sides.
Oh.
Yeah. So last I heard, I'm not the bus rapid transit expert, but last I heard from my colleague Allison Garfield, who is the expert, it will be sometime this fall. They haven't settled on an exact date yet, but there have been signs going up around town. Expect this fall, and that'll be important for a number of reasons. People are really excited about this service for commuters, for people who want to get into the city, get into the Capitol Square. It also will have an impact on drivers on like East Washington Avenue, for instance. You no longer will be able to drive in those lanes with the red on them.
They've done a really good job preparing us for that, because that's my route. I go to my house or whatever on the east side, Sun Prairie. Coming home, I have to take a left on Broome and all that. And that rail line up East Wash, not rail, a bus line lanes is very obvious, and they're already training us to get out of it. It's working. I can tell. I hope that people will get on the dang thing, the bus. We'll see, right?
Yeah, it will be interesting to go look at ridership and see, the city's put a fair amount of investment in this, see how much it's being used.
Yeah, I wonder how much people are going to push back and say, I really want the light rail business, but that would require, that's why I said what I said, that there is nothing going across the isthmus. There is, and they could use that for commuter rail, but not for light rail. Light rail would require new tracks, and that's what they don't want to do.
Yeah, you would imagine. Don't we have enough construction going on? It seems like it never ends.
I was going to mention, for all the people complaining about roads that already had bus lanes being down to like 1 or 2 lanes now that they're putting in all of the red paint for BRT, they're actually just going to switch which lane is the bus lane. So the old bus lane is going to become a regular car lane. We don't know when that's going to happen. Hopefully soon, though. So traffic should be getting better.
Right, and the idea is that every person on that bus is not driving a car. So we'll have reduced cars, and that's what everybody wants. Fewer cars on the roads.
Andrew, anything else we should know about the bus service and changes to expect here in the next few weeks as we look toward the fall?
Well, one thing for folks looking further down the line, I know criticism of this has been the east-west line, that's only one artery in and out of the city, but something to stay tuned for is, as of now anyway, looking ahead to later in the 2020s and 2028, there will also are plans to have a north-south line running through Madison. So really trying to develop this into, maybe not quite a rail system, but something approaching that and something hopefully useful for commuters.
We've earned
Very
it.
good.
Andrew Ball, thank you so much for your time from the Cap Times. Really appreciate your time.
Thanks, Andrew.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Very good. Talk to you again soon. 18 minutes past the hour. Coming up, Brittany Merlot will give us the inside on the outside, the weather, and we're going to talk about robots delivering food in Los Angeles.
What?
Yeah, they're doing this now. Coming up on the John and Gordy Show.
Thanks again, Andrew.
Thanks, Andrew.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Andrew.
Appreciate it.
Great to meet you.
Yeah, of course.
Hope to talk to you again.
Yeah, we'd love to have you back.
Yeah, anytime. And yeah.
Good deal. All right.
Have a good one, y'all.
Yeah, take care.
Hi, Brittany.
Hey.
You got your computer fired up for interplanetary weather, looking at Neptune.
We're looking at Neptune? All right.
I'm going to hit the the Verlo mattress, the Merlot mattress. What? Okay. And the tickets. What's this picture? There's some food delivery robots.
There they are.
5 seconds coming in quick.
Robert. It's the John and Gordy Show. Gordy Young along with Catherine Lake, Sam Davison behind the controls. This
John
portion,
Peterson.
yes, John may be coming back tomorrow. We're not sure.
He's ill.
He's under the weather, and we'll find out more about the weather with Brittany Merlot here in a moment after I tell you that the John and Gordy Show is sponsored by Verlo Mattress of Madison. Sleep better and dream bigger on a handcrafted, locally made mattress. You can find them on Madison's east or west sides or online at verlo.com. We also have the text line open. Text us the word clown, and you could be a winner of Baraboo Circus World tickets. You can call us at 608-879-8255 or text us, 608-879-8255, or text us on your Civic Media app. The keyword is clown.
Clown.
Get that in before the top of the hour. All right, now it's time to talk to Brittany Merlot. Good morning, Brittany. How are you this morning?
Good morning. I'm fantastic. How are you guys?
Doing okay. Is it raining where you are? We've got showers here, and looks like it's going to be kind of hanging around through most of the day. How's the weather up in Wausau this morning?
It is cloudy right now, and I can see a line of rain headed my way, and I can also see that it rained overnight. So we're right now just mostly cloudy, but it's headed our way. So we've got this widespread light to moderate rain that is, of course, spreading eastward throughout the state. And of course, for you, you're looking at scattered showers, mainly light throughout the afternoon. Now, tonight, there is that risk. Now, the more and more, if you see any sunshine this afternoon, I would not be happy, because that actually means you have a chance for more stronger or severe storms there. Now, you're right on that edge of that marginal to slight risk right there. So it's not out of the question to see some of these storms head your way this afternoon and evening. And some of them, of course, severe, bringing high winds and torrential downpours. So what's happening is this first wave of rain early today, about a half an inch to an inch is expected. Then after that, if you get a storm on top of it, that's where the flash flooding potential really comes in, because you know that's going to be a torrential downpour with it.
Right now, it's not showers, I'd say. I'd say light rain, right? So far. Light.
Yeah,
very light.
But,
yep.
And they're talking about some of that strong or severe weather mainly going to stay in the southernmost part of Wisconsin. So we're, like you were saying, we're just kind of right on the edge here. We could be in for some storms, but hopefully the stronger stuff will stay away from us.
And you know, these model runs too, they keep changing. That's why I'm just kind of giving everyone the heads up down south, because at first it was targeting a lot of Wisconsin. Then it was really smacking Illinois. Now it's kind of all over the place. So, you know, it's how Mother Nature works. You can never really pin her down, can you?
Do you prefer the European models over the American models?
What are you talking about?
I like the her.
The which?
High res, rapid resolution. That is my favorite.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
I do like the Euros.
They have all these different computer models, and it's just they all show a little bit different thing, and you kind of have to, either go with one model and kind of stick with it, or you kind of like, I don't know about that one. It hasn't been good lately. Let's try this other model, right?
Right. Those models sometimes burn you, and then you're like, well, that forecast was wrong. I'm not listening to the GFS anymore. And over time, you kind of feel like the Euro's better in the winter, the GFS is better in the summer. This is going over a lot of people's head right now, but it's all right.
Well, speaking about what's overhead, I'm wondering today, what is the weather like in Neptune? What is the interplanetary weather looking like?
Interplanetary weather.
Okay. We are the only station in the state of Wisconsin that provides interplanetary weather.
Could be the whole country.
Once
I'm
a
not
week.
Sure.
Yeah. All right. So what are we talking about? We're talking about Neptune this morning?
Yes.
What do you think? What's
Neptune.
The high?
Oh, it's going to be beautiful, negative, yes, 0, below 346 degrees below 0.
That's
Perfect.
cool for fall.
Yeah, just
Turn off
layer
the
up.
air conditioner. Yeah. Okay. All you people listening from Neptune this morning,
You don't want
enjoy
an extended forecast for Neptune?
I think it's pretty much the same
Static.
every day.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right, Brittany, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Hope you have a wonderful day. And
Thanks.
we'll talk to you first thing tomorrow and look ahead to the weekend, okay?
Sounds
All
good.
right.
Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Brittany.
It's Brittany Merlot, our civic media meteorologist. Okay.
Under the radar.
All right.
We're in under the radar now.
We
under
are.
the radar.
All right.
It's a radar detector.
Right. Under the radar, we talking about robots delivering food
What
in
the
Los
heck?
Angeles.
It's
I know.
happening.
This is going on. There's a fast food chain. I'm not familiar with Shake Shack. I think that's a West Coast thing.
Must be.
But they have teamed up with Serve Robots, or Robotics. This is a company partnering. They're using autonomous sidewalk robots to deliver orders. Okay, they I guess they're also teaming up with Uber Eats.
Oh, they're part of it. Okay.
Yeah, the partnership covers the select Shake Shack restaurants in Los Angeles, and the companies have teamed up with Uber, and they've been doing this. Actually, they've been testing this for a couple of years, and now they're ready to bring this out across the U.S. The tie-up with the connection with Shake Shack would speed up their efforts to achieve their target of deploying, get this, 2,000 AI-powered delivery robots on the sidewalks around Los Angeles.
Good Lord.
And that seems like a lot, doesn't it? Restaurants and retailers and other consumers are facing companies ramping up and testing out these rollout of technologies. You know, this has taken away some jobs from delivery people. I just want to point that out. You know, delivery people, make money by delivering and getting tips for doing pizzas and other things. But apparently, the Shake Shack is teaming up. They look like rolling. I'm seeing a picture of it right now. Somebody sent
rolling
us
coolers.
They have those in Madison, actually.
No.
What?
Yeah, they use them at the university.
No.
They do.
They do.
not.
Yeah. They don't use them as much now as they did during COVID, but they definitely have them
To deliver food.
Yeah.
Okay.
These ones that the picture is sent of, I think they need to have like a human controlling them. It's like a big RC car, kind of.
Okay.
So Michael texted in, said there's a few bots on our campus as well. I don't know where Michael is. Maybe he'll tell us which campus that is, but the UW used them. That's amazing.
I
And
had no idea.
I'm in hysterics inside myself. I'm not laughing out loud that you are saying that removes people from jobs.
Don't you
That's
think?
what tech is doing
All over the
everywhere,
place.
all over the place.
I
Manufacturing,
get it.
deliveries, Amazon itself using robots to get things to be in the packages and all that. That's what's happening.
That's what's happening.
Get used to that, right? We
I
have
know.
to get used to that. Tech is going to take jobs.
Well, what about these taxi cabs? Do you think those will be automatic before too long?
driverless.
Driverless
Yes.
taxi cabs?
The ones that keep honking at each other in the
Yes.
middle of the
because
night.
When they're trying to pack.
They're
Yes.
trying to park and do all that. What is that? Why would they be honking at each other? I mean, you wouldn't think that technology would say, hey, it's just another robotic machine just
maybe
like
this
you.
is a promise that the rise of the machines won't happen. The machines are just going to fight each other.
That's it.
Maybe so.
I like that. I like that theory.
I was shocked to find that these are at the campus. I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
I
it's funny walking past one of the dining halls. You see like a row of 10 of them all lined up next to each other.
No kidding.
It's like a little fleet.
That's
Yeah.
adorable. Now they're
No
cute to
idea.
me. Now they're
Right in our
cute little
backyard.
bots.
I had no idea.
Thinking about Wall-E.
Thinking about food.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about the Sun Prairie Corn Festival going on. And in fact, coming up next, we'll be talking with Barbara Bailing from the Sun Prairie Corn Fest, all about what's happening in Sun Prairie today and right through the weekend. 7:29, back with more of the John and Gordy Show for a Thursday. Coming up.
Kilroy.
There we go. Mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mic check.
Can you hear yourself okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not too loud?
It's kind of scary.
Is it too loud?
No, it's okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you. We're good. You can take them off now for a couple of minutes.
Okay.
Oh,
Awesome.
This portion of the show is being brought to you by Ed's Decaffeinated Caffeine. For people who like feeling nervous and wide awake, but hate running to the bathroom all the time.
It's great stuff. I drink it every morning.
Decaffeinated caffeine?
You got it.
Oh,
7:34, it's the John and Gordy Show. John's still not with us this morning, but he'll be back pretty soon. And I'm Gordy, along with Catherine Lake, and we welcome into the studio this morning Barbara Bailing from the Sun Prairie Corn Festival, the Sweet Corn Festival. Good morning, Barbara.
Good morning.
Thanks for coming in. So it's already happening in Sun Prairie. It started up last night, right, with the parade?
It did. We had a fantastic parade and then a block party down on Cannery Square, so we kicked it off.
You got up early for being out late, I bet.
Well, it was a little hard this morning, but
Yeah.
you're worth it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So for people that have never been to the Sun Prairie Corn Festival, when I've been there, but it was years ago, and when I used to live here in the 90s, late 80s, early 90s, I'd go there almost every year because it was so much fun, and the sweet corn is so good. But for people that don't know what's going on in Sun Prairie, that started up last night and goes through the weekend, tell them what they can expect.
Yeah, so this is our annual corn festival, and believe it or not, Sun Prairie used to be a big agricultural town because it was the exchange point for the trains, and we had a canning factory there years ago.
Oh my gosh.
So that's how it started back in '53. The canning company left town, and they said, you can have our equipment. So we have their industrial steamer and their boiler that we still use today. That steams 80 tons of sweet corn.
That's how much you'll go through all the way through Sunday. 80 tons.
80 tons. That is enough to, it's the same weight as a typical family home. Or if
3 bedrooms?
3 bedrooms.
Split level or
with the garage.
Okay, with the garage. Okay.
And then, or if you took a 747 and filled it completely with people.
Come on.
That's how much 80 tons is.
Wow,
that is great perspective.
Corn.
Isn't that fun? Oh, it's great corn.
Yes,
it's actually still growing in the field today. It's picked on Saturday morning, trucked in, unloaded, and then we start steaming it. And so we start serving it right about noon on Sunday.
Wow. The
Saturday
sun
and
rises.
Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday, the sun rises, the corn is picked and delivered to you, and you've got it hot by noon. What do you start at midnight? I mean, come on, 80 tons to get started. Even I know you're not cooking it all at the same time,
right?
But I mean, my goodness.
Yeah, it is. Well, and that's why we only have corn on the weekend. because we need so many volunteers to make that happen.
I was going to ask you, how many people does this take?
Yeah, so we have a dedicated corn cooking crew of about 15 guys, and most of them are men, because the baskets weigh 180 pounds empty.
Oh.
And then you throw 300 pounds in.
Yeah.
And
so now you got a 480-pound thing. A couple of guys can lift that up?
Yep. And so,
three?
Well, we've got some winches.
Okay.
Some hydraulic winches,
I
but,
see.
you're maneuvering them around.
Right.
And then they come to the Angel Park in the back of a pickup truck. They're dumped. And then they go down a conveyor belt.
And everything stays in husk.
Yes.
We don't dehusk at all.
Nope.
We have to do that ourselves.
That's part of the magic because when it's steamed, the husks actually keep that moisture in.
Yeah, of course.
And so that's part of what makes it so good is people typically don't steam their corn.
Right.
But it's actually the best way to do it.
It really is.
And
isn't
so it's steamed, and then as a customer, you get like 8 to 12 cobs of corn for $10.
Oh my gosh.
It's a deal.
So bring your family.
Absolutely. Yeah. And then you get to unhusk it. So then, it's your germs. And then we've got butter kids wearing gloves.
Butter kids, not butter babes. I had a theory, but it's not butter babes. Okay.
They're all college kids, and they come back every year.
They're so cute, those college kids.
They are. In fact, this is a volunteer gig that their parents used to do, and now the kids come back and do it because it's coveted, because those kids get really good tips.
Yeah, they do.
I bet.
And so they roll it in the corn, and then you take it out to a
They roll
salt
it
tree.
in the butter?
In the butter.
Gotcha.
Sorry,
So how does that work? They roll it for you. You hand them, I husked this. Would you please butter me?
Yep.
And bring butter me up. Yep.
They butter you up. You can use all the puns you want. Keep it clean. They're
Thank
young.
you.
Keep it clean. That's right. Family show.
Yep. And then you take it out to the salt tree. And then you get to decide how much salt you want to.
Love the salt tree.
One
How many salt shakers are on the salt tree?
There's about 40 to 45 salt shakers on a salt tree.
One tree.
One tree. Wow. And we have 2 trees.
I can't picture this.
And
I know.
What's the other tree? What do you mean you have 2? Okay.
2 salt trees.
Oh, two
there are
salt
2
trees.
salt trees.
Okay.
They grow better in pairs.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
All right.
She's got all of them.
So,
She's got all the puns. Got it.
All right. So there are a few other things that are going on during the festival. We want to mention those because it's not all just about the corn, the wonderful corn, but
there other
some
foods?
other activities.
Yes. Other foods too? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There are, there's the typical fair foods, the donut ears, the VFW has
donut ears.
Oh, they're called elephant ears.
Elephant ears.
Right. Yep.
What are those?
Yeah, it's like fried dough with
okay. Yes.
powdered sugar on top.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. If you didn't get enough at the State Fair, Dane County Fair,
We got
come
one
here.
more.
We got one more for you.
Yep.
Some great ethnic foods. We have a couple. We have a Mexican stand, which is unbelievable, and then we have a couple of African stands.
Oh, that's
this year as
excellent.
well. So nice variety of food.
Trucks, all food trucks, or no? You have.
Yep.
Yeah, both.
Yep, they're food trucks.
Yep.
And then a lot of live music.
Yes.
Oh.
We've got
Some music. Yes. The
6
Jimmies,
bands.
right?
The Jimmies,
Yes.
Saturday night.
Excellent.
Finally, it took us 3 years to get them
They're
there.
a tough band to
Really?
book, yeah.
Really?
They put on a great show.
But yeah, Jimmy and the fellas put on a great show.
Yeah.
So that's
absolutely.
Saturday night,
Saturday night.
and the show is free.
Mm-hmm.
And so just come on in, have some beers, have some food.
Now, this all
Enjoy.
takes place at Angel Park,
Angel Park.
right? Which, for people who don't know, can you give them simple directions?
Sure, it is right behind Main Street in downtown Sun Prairie.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you go to the original high school or the ice arena, it's that big park right behind there.
Used
I
to be a
bet you'll be
speedway.
visible.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
actually, there still is the
It is
Speedway.
still a speedway.
Yes.
Okay.
And they race midget cars. And
Right.
these are not little people. They are 10-foot cars that are on Sunday night. They start their time trials at 4 p.m. They
Excellent.
sound like
Oh,
a
yeah.
swarm of bees.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just, I live about
Angel
a mile
Park
from there.
Speedway.
It's like,
Sunday
the
night.
bees are coming.
Yes.
And they're professional drivers. We can't get in those cars.
Yeah, these are professional
Oh, yeah.
drivers.
Okay.
Yeah.
In fact, guys like Tony Stewart, Jeff Gordon,
Right.
and
Big names in
Oh.
racing. Yes.
Todd Cleaver still races there.
No
Oh my
kidding.
gosh.
And he grew up in Sun Prairie. He made it to NASCAR and the Craftsman Sprint Series,
Mm-hmm.
and now he retired and he came back to drive midget cars in Sun Prairie.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Now, this thing has been going on since 1953.
The year you were born.
Yeah, exactly. 71 years. Thanks for reminding me.
Just saying.
I know. I'm old. Okay. So it's changed and grown over the. I mean, it can't get any bigger. It's already as big as it can be, but you've got it so well organized because you've done it for decades.
Well,
And it's just a great. If you got a family, you got to come to this thing. It's
Yeah.
just, it's so great, and
Thank
the atmosphere is perfect.
Yeah,
It is.
what kind of attendance do you expect? Have you had?
They say it's up to 80,000 people.
Coming and going.
We
Over the
we can't
days, yeah.
confirm that.
Yeah.
They actually say the best way to count it is how much toilet paper is used,
Oh my God.
but we haven't met that criteria yet. But we make sure they're stocked.
Okay, good.
Stocked. Get
Good.
it?
Good. Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Good to know.
And
'Cause you don't want to have to use corn cobs. But that's a.
yeah, I can't hear
Never
you there.
mind.
I can't
okay,
hear
I
you.
can't believe I said. Can you dump that out? No,
Yeah.
too late.
Edits,
late.
please. And yeah, but we have a family stage which has really become bigger in the last few years. Better acts. We've got a reggae band
Yeah.
that's actually playing there. We've got some Indian drummers,
Oh,
a martial
Nice.
arts demonstration. There's some sing-alongs.
so it's raining today, but it's underway. You started last night, right? So it's
Yeah, and so tonight it is just the midway.
okay.
Mhm.
And so that kicks off about 5-6 o'clock tonight.
Very
and
good.
so it's just the midway alcohol-free night.
Mm-hmm.
And
For
then
kids,
yeah, exactly.
games to play like
Yep.
a carnival. Yeah.
And then the all the food except the corn starts at 6 o'clock tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
And then we have the band Super Tuesday coming in. They're in a
Mm-hmm.
big beer tent. It's a tin building, so if it would drizzle a little bit, you're going to be just fine.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, we're hardy folk.
Yeah.
We go out in the rain.
Well, that's true.
Wisconsinites
Yeah.
don't cower.
No. Well, and a couple of new things since you've been there is
Yeah.
we've got a cornhole tournament tomorrow.
Oh,
which is
excellent.
on-site registration. Just show up in the morning.
Fun times.
About 11. Yep,
Yeah.
that'll be fun. And then we've also got what's called a kids corner. So this year there's going to be a petting zoo.
Oh,
They've got
That's
some
great.
kids arts and crafts.
Cool.
They've got face painters there. And, all of this is run by volunteers. We can't say enough about them.
Yeah.
It takes about 1,000 to put this on. And
That's
so,
a bunch. And you brought in the thing, we can't show it on the radio, but I guess we could show it on Facebook or YouTube. But you've got those kind of things where I don't even know what you call those, where you can put your face in and you're
Take a picture.
Yep.
Take a picture of you as a corn stalk or whatever, right?
I thought you'd look good that way. So
Yeah,
I
well,
brought
we
it
could
in.
do that. I'm game. Yeah. Yeah.
I
you
want
could
to
do
see
that.
your face in that thing.
Sam?
I do.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
You
Yeah,
and
I can do it too.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll do that and we'll put that on Facebook too. All right. So, have fun at the Corn Festival.
Thank you.
It's a busy time for you, right?
It-
but
you'll
get through it.
It's you kind of you try to get a little bit like hibernation last weekend, so you have enough energy for this weekend.
Sure.
Right.
And what kind of really keeps us going is the proceeds that are raised, they go right back into the community.
Mm-hmm.
They're donated to nonprofits and charities, and they help support the youth and veterans and people who are not as fortunate year-round in Sun Prairie. And it helps to make us a stronger, vibrant community.
That's tremendous. You want to mention some of the charitable organizations involved?
Sure.
Yeah.
Like the VFW
Mhm.
and the auxiliary. Obviously, they focus on the veteran needs
Sure.
and their families.
Yeah.
The Optimist Club, the Exchange Club, the Lions Club in Madison.
They're all in.
They're all in,
Yeah.
and they all do great things. And so, when there's a $5 on-site parking fee,
Mm-hmm.
but that gets you all the free music, and that's how we raise money to, really donate about $70,000 back into the community
That's
from this.
tremendous.
And so you said $10 gets you 8 years of corn or something crazy. So for $15, you fed your family
Yeah.
and parked and had a blast.
And had great
Exactly.
music and a lot of fun.
A lot of
Good
fun, great
times.
music. I'll have more cutouts down there.
Mhm.
And, just because this area is so, we think about our environment so
Mm-hmm.
much. Last year we started a program where we recycle the corn cobs and the husks. And last year we
Good for you.
collected more than 25 tons.
Holy smokes. Does
Yep.
that become, I got a word in my head, soilage?
Compost.
It's just become
Compost.
compost.
Okay.
What is
Yep.
soilage?
Excellent.
Where'd that word come from in my head?
You might be thinking of silage, maybe?
Silage?
Yeah.
Because if corn is chopped, it could be silage.
Silage.
Yeah.
That's what I
Right.
was okay.
You're on
Okay.
track.
Very good.
Good deal.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So-
Well, Barbara, thank you for coming in.
So excited. Cannot wait
If,
to get there.
people want to find out more, you got Facebook? Or...
Yeah, well, you can go to the Sun Prairie Chamber of Commerce Facebook page. They own and operate the event. sunprairiecornfest.com.
Okay.
It will be the best website. We'll have all the calendars for all the bands and all the activities happening.
Excellent.
I'm
Barbara
going
Bailing,
Saturday.
thank you for coming in. Yeah, we'll see you out there,
It's
okay?
my pleasure. See you
Yeah.
at Cornfest.
Thanks,
Very
Barbara.
good. We appreciate you coming in. Lots of fun in Sun Prairie all the way through the weekend. 7:48, cloudy and rainy today. Coming back with this, that, and the other, some odds and ends, some leftovers right around the corner on the John and Gordy Show on WMDX.
Oh, love, you're sweeter, sweeter than sugar. Oh, love, I won't let you go. Sweet thing, yummy, yummy. Sweet thing, sweet thing, yummy, yummy. Sweet.
Terrific if you like eating leftovers.
Leftovers.
Leftovers? I kept the leftovers.
The leftovers!
Just some leftovers.
Leftovers for a week and a half.
He ate those leftovers.
Funeral leftovers.
The day we eat all the leftovers.
I'll just have leftovers.
Leftovers. Enjoy.
Sometimes leftovers are the best part of the meal.
I bet you there won't be any leftovers after the Sun Prairie Corn Festival.
You read my
Evidently
mind.
not.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait. It's been decades since I've been out there, and it is so much fun. 7:51, cloudy and rainy today, and the high about 75. This portion of the John and Gordy Show is sponsored by Verlo Mattress of Madison. Sleep better and dream bigger on a handcrafted, locally made mattress. You can find them on Madison's east side or west side, or online at verlo.com. All right. Hey, tomorrow, actually, we are going to be in Sun Prairie for a different reason.
Oh, boy.
We're sending Catherine Lake to spend some time with some firefighters and some policemen all dressed up in their shiny uniforms, and they're going to be on the roof. You're going to go up on the roof with them at Dunkin' Donuts in Sun Prairie
That is unconfirmed.
at 6 a.m. Because it's Cop on a Rooftop, and it's all for a great cause, Special Olympics. You'll be there with the cops, and they'll be raising money for Special Olympics. You can stop by for coffee and donuts and a good cause, and you'll give us some reports.
I guess so.
If you're not too busy,
I
chatting it up
plan
with
on being
the
a little
firefighters.
busy. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
You got a thing for guys in uniform?
Little bit.
Okay. Okay.
Leftovers.
Do you want to explain?
No.
Okay.
I'm good.
7:52. Let's get to the leftovers. Oh, one more thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's not too late to text in to possibly win a pair of tickets to Barrow's Circus World Museum. What a wonderful place. And you could win a pair of tickets if you text us the word clown. Okay, in the next few minutes,
And you're
clown.
entered.
Or we accept clowns, too.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know
Could
if
be
it-
singular or plural, but yeah, clown. Text it to 608-879-8255.
It should be just clown.
I'm going to have to do it manually again anyway because the computer didn't recognize that I put it in until like 15 minutes after the start of the hour.
So clown or clowns
But
is
all
okay.
the entries
I'll count them all.
Okay,
Yeah.
all the entries are okay.
Then we
They're good.
draw
We've got
randomly.
them safe.
Yes,
okay.
very good.
All right, what do we got for leftovers?
Here's
today?
one. Food
Okay.
trucks. Food
Food
trucks
trucks,
are
yes.
up in Madison this year.
That's
There are
right.
fewer downtown, but more spread throughout the city.
Yes, they've
So,
been sprouting up everywhere.
food trucks are a thing now. They have full kitchens in there. They're handing out and making really good. There's going to be food trucks at the Sun Prairie Corn Fest.
Right.
Sweet Corn Fest, because they're awesome. They're really good restaurateurs making food trucks.
Yeah.
It's happening in Chicago, too. I saw there was an uptick there, too. It's a thing.
It is a thing, and they do it during good weather months. They can't do it in the winter, obviously. Most of them, some of them still do it in winter.
That right?
They can park here and there, but
Sure.
yeah, but you're right. The numbers have gone up and up, and in fact, licensing fees. They don't really say here, but some of them can run as high as $2,000 a year to get a license for a food truck. But when you think about the kind of business you might be able to do,
And the
especially
low overhead.
the low overhead, right? That's why they've been making some money and doing okay. And some of them, like you said, link up with the local restaurants as well, and do pretty good business. So that's good. Good for them. I like the food trucks.
I have another leftover.
Good variety.
I have another leftover.
Okay.
This has to do with Madison and Wisconsin and being so awesome, so active, outdoorsy. You really probably succeed better in Madison and Wisconsin, being somebody who appreciates the outdoors. And I but when I first moved to Madison, I was staying with the boss's wife and him in their home. And so she took me to a performance at APT. This is about APT, American Players
love that
Theater,
place.
out in Spring Green. It's an outdoor venue. Everyone probably knows about it in our listening audience. I didn't expect the New York Times to talk about them. And I don't love the New York Times. I didn't like the way they treated Chicago the years that I lived there. So I sort of stopped reading the New York Times, even though they are the news of record. But they did a story on Spring Green and APT. And it's a 1,075 seat capacity.
Right.
My experience when I went there years and years ago, 30 years ago, was it started to rain. And I couldn't believe, I was like, okay, so we're out, it's starting to rain. No, we're not leaving. We're staying.
Right.
And finishing the show. The actors had some fun with the fact that it was raining in the castle, in their play. It was Moliere of some sort. And it was fascinating that they just don't leave. You just pull out the plastic bags and stay.
Yes. Yeah, I went to a show there about 3 or 4 years ago, and it was same kind of experience, and it was just a beautiful night. And when you look at this theater, and they use the entire audience arena as the theater.
Yeah, they walk
Actors
in
can
through,
do entrances from the
yes.
back, behind you, walking down the aisle, or from in back of the stage, because the stage opens up to a beautiful area of woods that is lit up at night. So it's just a wonderful experience there. You were talking about the New York Times. One of the early actors, one of the early supporters of the American Players Theater was Tony Randall. I don't know if you remember Tony Randall,
really?
the comic actor.
The Odd Couple.
He was very deeply involved in it, along with some other Broadway types. Yeah, they have somehow had this connection, and I don't know how. We'd have to look at the history of it, but yeah, he was a big donator of money, and
It's been 45 years. years.
Yeah,
They're
it's
in their
been there a long
45th
time.
year.
Now they have an indoor theater there too.
They do. They have a second venue, 201-seat Touch Tone Theater. I saw something there this year.
It's really a special place.
It's
yeah.
so beautiful. They
Yeah.
call it Constellations, their indoor theater.
Mm-hmm.
One of the distinctions is that it has a dedicated voice and text program and assigns one of its 9 coaches to each production. They don't use mics. They don't use microphones on those actors. They reach the back of that theater using their projection.
Yeah.
And they
The
train them.
acoustics are wonderful.
Yeah,
there.
that's real theater.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember the evening that I went also, you think about the mosquitoes because you have to you park one place and then you walk through the woods.
Gauntlet.
To get there.
If you will.
And they actually had people helping you get through the woods and spraying
Really?
mosquito spray as you were going up the hill there
Yeah.
to go over. But somehow they keep the audience area free of mosquitoes. I don't know how they do that.
I don't want to talk about DEET.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
They
It
call
was pretty cool.
The New York Times article ends with the patrons are the Packer fans of theater. They're so hardy. I love that.
It is a wonderful place.
Yeah.
Yeah, a real treasure in Spring Green, Wisconsin. And if you go there, you can go to the House on the Rock. You can make a day of it.
yeah.
House of the Rock, hit Taliesin from Frank Lloyd Wright's
Go get some
famous
shoes
house.
at that place. What's that
Which
shoe place?
The
That
Shoebox.
The Shoebox. Isn't
That's
that out
actually
that
a
way?
Black Earth, but
Black Earth?
yeah, it's on the way.
That direction?
Yeah, you could go on Highway 14.
I
yeah.
like that
Make it a day. Make it a day of it.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, guess what? We're out of time for today. Tomorrow is Friday. A rocker will be in the studio to give us a Max Inc. preview. Thank you to Catherine Lake, John Peterson. We hope you're feeling better. Maybe we'll see you tomorrow. You know, if you can make it. I don't know.
That'd be
Maybe.
nice.
I don't know. I don't want to start a rumor. We may not see him for a while. I don't know. Have a great day. We'll talk to you tomorrow. So long.